it's quite brilliant that so many of us are sort of finding our strength and personal power and really leaning into all of the quirks and the idiosyncrasies that make us individual, and that, you know, our soul family and friends may love us for, and others may not like us for. But when we live in our truth, we just have to resonate with the people that see our light and our value, and vice versa. And we surround ourselves with people that can act as conscious mirrors rather than toxic mirrors. Someone on one of my videos recently, someone said cringe or wrote something like that, thinking that comments like that actually bother me. I don't give a shit what people think or what they say. And it's obviously people that I don't have in my heart, you know, people I don't know on the internet. It's all a fake world to me. I'm just told to speak on these videos. Obviously, if my soul fam or people that I love, 111 on the clock, speak to me about something, then of course I'm going to listen. We're going to try and work and resolve things, because I believe in loyalty and patience and understanding and reciprocity in relationships. And if I hold space, then it's nice if someone else can hold space for me, and we can also discuss issues or things. Anyway, so the person put cringe, thinking that I'm maybe someone that, because I can go quite deep and serious, that I don't have a fun side, I can't take the piss out of myself. I love a bit of cringe. I am cringe. Like, I think when you're a lover girl at heart, when you are a romantic and you connect with fairy energy, and people think that because you're an adult, you're not allowed to connect with all these beautiful, playful stuff. That's just my inner child coming through, and she's a G, and I let her guide and dictate to me at times what I need to be doing, how I need to be sharing my energy, my words, my time, my love. So this comment cringe come up, thinking, I mean, I don't know what these people think when they start to write things with bad intentions. Like, I would never ever want to make somebody else feel bad, isolated, to want to diminish their light. And obviously these people are coming from a place where they've never ever felt real love or inclusivity or inclusion. And, you know, probably don't like themselves that much, because I know that people that love themselves and find empowerment, we can't spew stuff at other people. It doesn't come out. The word, like, it's my conscience, my past pain stops me, because I wouldn't want to inflict that on someone else. Now, I'm not saying I don't stand up for myself, and when people do things they shouldn't be doing, that they're not going to get will pass unleashed by my guides. I give it up to the physical realm, beyond the physical realm, dog sitting, got above a hair somewhere. I give it up to the powers that be. So the cringe comment, and I just responded, yeah, gotta love a bit of cringe, haven't you? Because anything that makes people feel cringe is their own sort of judgment, their own internal judgment, the judgment of the emotions that they can't feel or haven't felt or are denying within themselves, either because they've never experienced it from another, like playful expression, jokes, joy, laughter, or love, or compassion or connection. So it is funny when people think that their words can affect you. I mean, words are very important and powerful, but they're for our own. So this is our lived reality, we create it. And so the words we use, we need to be mindful of. But when words come from other people, once we start doing the work, we realise it is just a projection. And it's a what's the word? It's just showing where they are at in their own emotional development. 144 backwards on the clock. It's showing the areas that they need to be looking at themselves, because we act as the divine mirror. Obviously, they may not get it. We only meet people at their level of consciousness, not ours. So it's okay. We learn to not take things personally anymore. But I trust that the 888 portal has like brought so many of us sort of emerging butterflies, those of us that have been in like this little chrysalis, this little hibernation period. I say little, it's like 4.5 years, or shamanic work, that when you get pulled out of society and you just listen and you do things you don't really know why you're doing them, but you're told to do them, and when you don't do them, things come about, or you get smacked by the universe. And so you listen because you're in alignment. We're in alignment that way. 535. And there is lots of change, and there is a lot of this externalisation of people's own personal issues and problems and stuff that they potentially can't keep up with in their life because of the spirit of greed working through people, and what we want, how much can we have, and how big our house can get, and how many things can we hold to make us all feel comfortable, when all that is kind of getting ripped apart in the cost of living in certain countries and various things like that. And people are worried and fear, and this is a narrative that I don't align with, because I've tried to get rid of as much stuff of mine as possible, and try to minimise and try to not live beyond my means. I don't need 3 meals a day. Try to work with the energies at play and use the elements and the energy coming through from source energy as a way to revitalise my system, because I don't live just in the physical space, I live beyond that. So anyway, there's messages and lessons for us all at the minute, but the way people are projecting and externalising their own lower vibrational stuff, we've got to really be mindful at the minute, because someone making a comment on an offering, and I use the word offerings because whenever we believe that we're acting in love and just sharing a little funny video or something, and someone wants to put cringe, that's not a problem. You can write cringe all you like. If I'm cringe to you, that's cool. And I love a bit of cringe. I love a bit of the romancy shit. I love a bit of the playful storytelling. I want to be here for the children. I want to be here for myself. I want to be here for my legacy. I want to be here for the elders, in all the soft, divine, tender, loving ways. And if that makes someone uncomfortable because they're not comfortable with those own emotions in themselves, it's not like I walk around and like in a fairy dream of cringe world all the time. No, like, I know what I've got to do right now. I've balanced the divine and feminine. I've balanced the divine and masculine and feminine energies inside of myself, which means that the action taking and the firmness versus the soft, receptive nature can flow as it needs to flow. But don't let people project onto you right now, onto us. It's irrelevant. Not going to say some people might find it upsetting, but nothing that comes from that external world is of us, unless we have been intentionally working with energy and creating our reality, because we've chosen who we associate with, where we spend our time, how we spend our cash, how we do this, we do that. And a lot of us have previously, maybe before this portal, have not been consciously or moving in their own lives, in our own lives, or working with intention in the ways that we can. And it's really, really powerful. So I don't know, maybe that's a bit gobbledygook, but I just sat in the sun and something came through saying if we're the villain in someone else's story, so what? We're the lover in someone else's. And we are the only ones who know our pure intentions and our own character. And as long as we're fine with how we're moving in the world, if someone's been funny with us or horrible or acted, or lied, that's their problem. Their own consciousness has to do that processing. And if their consciousness doesn't do that processing, it probably means they don't have a soul, or they've got other things that are just keeping them other entities around them that are keeping them in a lower vibration. But we do not associate with that anymore. This is a whole new era right now. Might be uncomfortable for a while, but things have to get worse before they get better. And the more that we love ourselves, love and know our personal little unique traits and idiosyncrasies, and why we are unique, and how we bring our pure own individual energy to those around us, and how those around us consciously share with us. That's a beautiful exchange of synergistic energy, and anything outside of that we'll be able to observe as what we want to associate with or not. So turn the television off. Let's cultivate our own energy. Let's not give our power away to low vibrational energies that are not on the same frequency as us, because we're eating right. I don't believe I'm right or wrong. We're eating good, we're living good, we're sleeping well, we're hydrating well, we're spending time alone, we're meditating, you know, we're doing all the conscious things that, and some people will be yoga, or some might be martial arts. There'll be a whole load of ways that we're elevating. Just keep doing that. We don't need to focus on the external. Let's mind our business, keep cringy, and keep going.